Hi everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel and to somewhat of an unexpected haul video today. Um, I was expecting to pick up some stuff, but not quite a haul. Uh, so it's Sunday. Chat wise, what's been going on? My back is killing me right now. Been kind of a stressful day. Uh, I opened the coffee shop this morning and I went in. We've been having problems with this espresso machine kind of I mean, it works okay, but it's leaking and whatever. Uh, I went in this morning, 5:30. We're supposed to open at 6. One person from 5:30 to 6. And there was literally like an inch or so of water over the entire back area where the employees are, and then into the front area, almost to the front door. So much water. That machine was like just dripping, 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 dripping. Even though we turned the water off, we turned it off yesterday. Myself, I turned it off. Insanity. And I was starting to mop, and I'm like, "There's just no way. This is not, you know." And I'm texting the owner, uh, like, I don't know what to do because I can't open, and there's just water all over the place in here. She came down. She has a shop vac thing, whatever, that we should have at this door, but we don't. Um, and we should have a fixed espresso machine too, but that's another issue. She's leaving today for Italy. We'll just leave that there. And yeah, so the machine is not fixed. But anyway, um, she got that under control. So kind of a stressful morning, and I'm opening tomorrow morning. Then I'm off for a bunch of days, but I'm off opening tomorrow morning. I don't know what I'm going to find, and the owner's in Italy, so but the shop vac is there anyway. So hopefully we can deal with if it happens again. But anyway, yeah, I knew I was going to go to the Room of Wonders at Ideas Music and Books um, today. Excuse me, I'm going to take a cough drop. My throat is dry. I'm not sick. It's just my throat is dry all of a sudden. So I knew I was going to go to that. I made an appointment for that. I haven't been in a while. I wasn't thinking there would be like tons and tons of stuff, but I probably get like 10 or 12 records or something. Because, I just came back from a trip where I bought like 600 and something. So I didn't think I'd get that many. But we have a hurricane passing south of us right now. Um, the big island of Hawaii is getting some of it. Here on Oahu Island, where I am, Honolulu, we're not getting the hurricane, but we are getting some wind and some rain. So it's windy and blustery and rainy outside, and I'm like, I'm not going to take the bus. I'm a bus person. I take the bus all over the place 90% of the time, and I'm like, I'm going to Uber. I came home from work, took a little nap, and took an Uber. And I also took an Uber back after I bought all those records. I could have maybe handled it on the bus, but I was like, I'm not in the mood. We're going to Uber. Something about Uber. I don't know if you guys know this. I've had this happen before, but today it was rather profound, the level it happened at. On the way back, you have your options for whether you want XL or Comfort or just normal, whatever. And I picked the one that was the least amount of wait time and closest. It was supposed to be, I think it said 6 minutes. It would be 6 minutes away. So that's the one I picked. And then when it popped up, it was like, it's 8 minutes away. And I thought, well, okay, that's not what it said a minute ago, but okay. And it shows you the driver, and then the driver's like, away somewhere. And I kind of like following it, and not really getting closer, obviously picking up somebody or dropping somebody off or whatever. Um, and the wait time's just going up, like 8 minutes, 9 minutes away, 10 minutes away. And then it drops back down, like the car is moving, and it's like, it's 6 minutes away, it's 5 minutes away. And then it showed it was going up to Palama, this other area, And it's, going up there, and it said, now it's 12 minutes away. I'm like, cancel ride. Like, there's got to be one closer than that. Cancel. And there was one that was like 5 minutes away that came then that was cheaper anyway, because it was a basic whatever. What is that? How is it? I mean, I don't understand how that works. I guess they agree to pick it up, but then they're going someplace else, and that doesn't really show up until they're like on their way there. And then you're like, wait a minute, you were supposed to be like 6 minutes away, and now you're 12 minutes away. You're going off in this other, like, I don't get it. So I'm not into, like, I don't like to be like canceling and all of that. But I thought, I'm not going to wait for 15 minutes because it's probably going to go up now, and I'm just going to cancel it and get another one, which I did. But anyway, I do like Uber. I do like it. I don't have a car. I use public transport, and I Uber when I feel like it. And today I was like, darn it, I'm going to Uber there and I'm going to Uber back because I don't want to deal with these 55 records. Um, I did make the mistake of carrying them all up the stairs at once. I should have done it in 2 shifts. I wasn't really thinking, and my back is kind of killing me. But I'm just going to chill out the rest of the day anyway. I'm not cooking. I am not cooking. I'm going to either DoorDash dinner or I'm going to go across the street to the trucks and get something over there. So, yeah, what happened, I did end up getting records. So 54 plus one, not from the Room of Wonders. Room of Wonders, by the way, everything's $1. Was $1. Everything's gone up to $2. I'm not going to complain because $2 is for a record is fine. If you take my Ubering back and forth, I guess really it makes it closer to $3 a record, but that's still well within, $3 is kind of my limit, like for budget records. That's like what I'm going to spend at the most, unless they're extra special. Okay, so I ended up getting 54 records and one regular record from the regular record store. And let's see what I got. So I did get this one record from the regular part of the record store, not the Room of Wonders, because I did not have it, had never seen it, didn't know about it. Music of Tahiti, Hawaii, Samoa, New Zealand, Cook Islands by the Royal Polynesians. This is on Velar, which is a Filipino label. It's from the Philippines, so I don't really know anything about these guys. Probably a Filipino group. I don't know. But, had to get it. Okay, now we go to the Room of Wonders where everything is $2. Now this one, of course, I've seen this not in a bargain bin before, but I've seen this record before, and every time I see it, I think, oh my gosh, it's a jazz rendition of South Pacific. But it's not. It's a jazz album. The group calls themselves Jazz South Pacific because they were military and they toured the South Pacific and Korea during the wartime. And that's just what they call their group. But anyway, for a couple bucks, we're gonna get it because I've never seen it in a bargain bin. So there you go. Yeah, it may surprise you that I didn't have this record, but I didn't. You don't usually see it in the bargain bins, and this is a reissue of it. It's been reissued several times, but I think this is the one that has all the songs on it, but I could be wrong. But I think it does because it's got some like Cradle in Bethlehem and blah blah blah. Anyway, so Moody Mood Music, we will have Nat King Cole this year, as we haven't. And this Christmas album, I never saw this before, the Hollywood Trombones. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. So, on kind of a smaller pressing. All right. I'm not going to talk about all these, but you can't pass up a German Latin rock album. Okay, I will say before we get into this, because this is one of them, wow, there were boxes and boxes and boxes of jazz recordings with an emphasis specifically on trombone. It was clearly somebody's personal collection. Hundreds of records that were jazz records, concert recordings, and trombonists, lots and lots and lots of trombonists. So I picked up some of those that were easy listening esque, or mood music adjacent, or whatever you want to call it, that would cross over. Um, this is one of them, but there were a whole bunch of them. I mean, there's no way I could have gotten everything. No way. But we'll see a lot of instrumental trombonist albums here in what I got today, because there were a lot, and kind of crossover would fit onto moody mood music. Don't you love that cover? She loves that horn, baby. This is a 1973 Woody Herman. There's a lot of Woody Herman there, but I just kind of picked this one up because I'm kind of curious to hear later Woody Herman. Count Basie, more hits of the 50s and 60s. This is a vibraphonist. Interesting. I don't know if I've seen this. More Peter Gunn, Henry Mancini featuring the Soundstage All-Stars on Dot. So these are like covers of those songs. Empire Brass plays Annie. Buddy Morrow, Night Train. This is Buddy Morrow, Night Train Goes Hollywood. Interesting. T-Bones. Mungo, Santa Maria. I have some other stuff by him. It's pretty cool. This one I got because it's all originals with an orchestra, and I just thought, that might be interesting. That might be nice. Dick Contino and his accordion. A couple of records from him. That's always good. Little easy listening accordion, right? Okay, this one I will confess. I mean, I'm sure the music's good, but I had to get it for the cover. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Walk softly, run wild. Isn't that great? $1. The new Jazz Sound of Showboat by the Guitar Choir. Have to check that out. And Urbie Green, quite a young Urbie Green, quite a few records by Urbie Green, and I did pick up some of them. 21 trombones. How about this one, huh? Green Power. This is a little bit not coming across this one very often. Also Urbie Green, but I love these Just a Minute albums from SESAC. I have some, and there are more out there. These Just a Minute ones are great because all the songs are literally like a minute long. You can play them just like on the radio, but really, I think a lot of people use them for production, radio stations, as this used to belong to KTUH. And also back in the day when we used to actually play records on radio and not streaming and all of that, these records were very useful because if you had a newscast or something, or a traffic report or something that had to be done live that had to go live at a particular time, there would be times where you'd come out of a song and you just literally have like 75 seconds before this thing was supposed to happen on the air, and you don't necessarily want to talk that long, but you can throw one of these records on that are minute-long tracks and then have like 10 seconds to go, and now we're going to hear live traffic, blah, 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 with so-and-so. So it's an Urbie Green, Just a Minute. They're all like short tracks you can see there. And there was not one, but two. Tyree Glenn, also Just a Minute. And of course, we love a bossa nova. Too bad this got torn right here, but the record is in beautiful condition. Shorty Rogers, bossa nova. And look at this, another bossa nova. Stan Kenton. Yeah, And speaking of Stan Kenton, we have a few from him. Artistry and Voices of Brass. Arrangements by Pete Rugolo. Lyrics by Milt Raskin, who I know very well from the Exotic Sounds of Hawaii or Exotic Percussion record. One of my favorite Exotica records. And this one, Kenton, Wagner, I should say. These are arrangements and innovative, themes or whatever based on themes from Wagner. Isn't that crazy? Curious to hear that. And then a whole bunch of Trombones Unlimited records. I have one or two of these, but not these particular records, so I picked these up too. 99 cents. Some of these still in the shrink, right? Grazing in the Grass. And this, have you ever seen this? I've never seen this or known about it. Project 3 record, Enoch Light presents World's Greatest Jazz Band of Yank Lawson and Bob Haggart, the brightest, freshest sounding music. This is quadraphonic. Don't recall ever seeing this one or hearing about this one. So, very interesting.
Hello there, I'm John Tones, famous singer and entertainer. And I'm here to tell you that you must tune in to Moody Mood Music. It's the most wonderful music you could hear. I'm looking at you with my deepest, most sincere bedroom eyes to tell you, you will love it. Not only myself, but you'll see and hear. While you're here, you won't see many of the voluptuous, lovely lady singers. Oh, I like them a lot. Yes, I do. Anyway, tune in to Moody Mood Music. It's on Live 365. Mr. Kaiwaza presents so much wonderful music, singers like myself and orchestras. You must tune in. All you have to do is click on the link below. It will take you directly there. Once again, I am John Tones, and I love you. You know I love you.
And let's check out the vocal selections. I did pick up some vocalists. Tony Bennett, a couple from him. Edie Adams. Very excited to get this one for $2. These guys are usually expensive when you find them, and they are amazing. Also, this is the Hi-Los. We have a lot of them, but this is one from the 70s, sort of like a kind of reunion album thing, whatever they did. Curious. Wasn't 100% sure whether I have this Julie London record or not, and the condition of the record itself is so pristine that I'm like, okay, let's get it. And this Julie London record, I've never seen this before. Have you? Feeling Good with the Gerald Wilson Big Band. I don't know. Is she feeling good, or is she like laying down because she didn't feel very good? I don't know. Okay, this one, I don't know. I got to get it for a couple bucks. I had no idea. I never knew the Supremes did a Rodgers and Hart album. I mean, I'm sure that'll be usable. I don't know. Tom Jones in very beautiful condition. Andy Williams, Village of St. Bernadette. This is stuff from his earlier label. What's it called? Cadence. Yeah, not 100% sure I didn't have it, but again, it looks kind of beat up, but the record's in gorgeous condition, so I thought I would get it. Top hits of 1963, Bobby Rydell. Not his top hits, but other people's top hits. Plus a free bonus record. But, yeah, there's no free bonus record. Somebody took it. I didn't know these guys, but I just had the Christmas record that I listened to, so I thought, okay, let's get it. And finally, here's a late June Christie. Always like finding stuff like this, where they recorded something, you know, much later. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that, and please come back to see more, because there will be more things and more stuff happening. We have another hurricane coming after this one that's supposed to be in our neighborhood next week. I think like Wednesday, maybe. Today is Sunday, Wednesday or Thursday, or maybe before that. And they don't know, you know, this one's already a hurricane. The one that's coming is already a hurricane. Um, so we don't know whether it's going to get stronger, weaker, whatever. Yeah. And if it's going to hit us, they usually go south or north of us. We are not technically on the hurricane path. They most frequently will go south or north, but we will get, well, it's kind of okay now, but like wind, rain, you know. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.